Am I live? Peace, good people. I'm super late, super duper late, but I'm all right. Had some technical difficulties, but what's hip hop without technical difficulties? It just wouldn't be hip hop. Peace, people. It's Flex Mathews. I ain't doing nothing too special. I'm just hanging out in the studio. This is like a segment that's happening courtesy of Words, Beats, and Life. It's called SAYSFLEX. Shout out to the hashtag that I'm always using. Don't really know why I use it. It was just my way of just trying to stick out a little more. But really, I'm just here in the studio, like listening to beats, listening to old songs. I'm going to talk to you about some of the albums I've been listening to. I went back and listened to some old albums, some new albums, but mostly old albums. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and follow button. I'm new to this whole thing, so please do that if you get the chance. But yeah, I'm just here talking about music. And the last album I listened to, which is the newest album I listened to, right? It's by a group, it's an old album, came out in 94, called Urban Thermo, it's by a group called Urban Thermodynamics with Mos Def, his brother DCQ, and his sister Cess. And the album is, I think the album is legendary, like really dope. It's my first time hearing it. In my opinion, I'm like, why is this album not out there further, even more? I want to play it, but I can't because you can't play stuff on the joint. I'm just now learning that out too. But the group is called Urban Thermodynamics. The album's called Manifest Destiny, if I'm correct. Uh, you would think, right? You would think that Mos Def was the star of the show, but absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yo, shout out to Cess. Yo, I've like heard like little songs of hers here and there, but like on that album, she shines the brightest. Like she's like taking it full force, and I'm just like, yo, it's like I need to dig into her stuff a little more. So shout out to that album. It was really dope. It's a good listen. I personally think it's a really good listen. Like really, really good listen. Um, I think it's something that if you're a hip hop fan, you should check out. If you're a Mos Def fan, you should check out. If you're a Lyricist Lounge fan, if you're a Raucous fan, if you're one of those people, if you love hip hop in that essence, in that moment, I think you'll really like that album. It'll resonate with you. It resonated with me for sure. I'm definitely going to give it another listen because I don't think I'm truly appreciating it or giving it the dopeness or the good celebration that it deserves. To me, it's just another reason why I chose to, not even chose to, just ended up listening to music way beyond what the Source magazine was telling me, way beyond what Rap City was telling me, and what Yo MTV Raps was telling me, and what the Vibe and the Double XL was telling me. Uh, just to be able to discover the underground, and Raucous was my introduction to the underground, and it just brought forth this whole world of like music that me and my friends were like, yo, this is the kind of stuff we like. This is the kind of stuff we're trying to make. So yeah, shout out to Urban Thermodynamics. You should definitely go check it out. But other than that, I'm just here listening to some beats. I'm here vibing, um, checking out some stuff, listening to some old beats, some new beats, some beats from my boy Unknown. This is the beat he made way back when we were in his, I think we were in his basement. We're always in his basement. And this joint is called Galactic B-Boy. It's off the first project he did, but it's like one of my favorite joints. I think it's nice though. Yeah. my joint right there. That's my joint right there. That's shout out to DJ Rags. He did the scratches. That's my guy. Also, he did the scratches. I stopped it. Oh, well, let's go. Let's just let that joint run. Let's just let that joint run. My man DJ Rags right there. Ah. Soul. Yeah. Gold. Gold. Soul. Gold. Say what? This is the time and the answer. Y'all know witness the rise of universal people. When you look at her eyes, I ain't gonna do it for y'all. You want the sky. I think it is. And the eye, we get it live. We get it live. Check out the breakdown at the end. Check out the breakdown at the end. Still my man DJ Rag. Still my man DJ Rag. Check this breakdown. Check out this breakdown. Check out this breakdown. That's my man Ralph Real on the keys. That's nice. That's a good beat right there. Me like that, man. Me like that, man. Bad man, listen. What else we got over here? Oh, y'all got me digging in the crates. You got me digging in the crates, man. Or the hard drives, per se. Yeah. Yeah. That's loud. That kick is hard, ain't it? Yo. I got the urge to spin a rhyme right off the mind, but forever I'ma shine with the freestyle detrimental. Yeah, I never needed a pencil. This is what I'm into. Now I begin to spit something off of the brain to maintain Northwest slang on the green line train. It's Flex Mathews, forever I keep it cool. Yeah, you know the crew, forever federation, never the hesitation. Check the designation, it's UPT, the ill MC, city of DC, all the way from the SD 605, the FIBE. Now I'm on my MINDFT FREESTYLE. Yeah, that's who I be. No tricks up my sleeve. I'll be floating, elevating. No time for hating. My conversation, I'm contemplating new ways of money making with the vibe. Check the way that I ride. Forever we gon' slide. Live on the uptown. That's where I reside. You know the Rock Creek side, the Northwest side. Came from the Midwest. Now I catch rag, Flex Mathews. Now I invest more time in the rhymes. More times just the way I live. Either way, check the way I do it. I've been doing this since I was a kid. KIDLOV. Don't forget the E. Say la vie. Who wanna be where I reside? Come close. Either way, I always stay afloat. The young kid used to be a young bloke. Now I'm a grown man, got a couple gray hairs. Still best to be aware. The people don't care. Shout out to nappy hair. People be scared just to be who they is. Scared to be who they are. But I handle my biz. And I'ma go to the next star. I move like arachnids, even got a couple scars on the grill. Either way, it's all about the skills, for real. I only spit the trill, could that be the real, but never the artificial. It's nice to meet you. I might greet you with a handshake or a hug. I'm here to show love. I eat a lot of cheesesteak subs. Underground just like a grub. I never been a thug, but homie, what's up? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's okay. I still move world round. Shout out to my man Substantial and my man DJ True. We keep it cool. Either way, I always make a move and never lose like Parker Lewis. I get the girls like Zach Morris, kick like Chuck Morris, cold like Morris. Of course, it's the kid keep it running like the leaky faucet. Oh man, it's cool to freestyle, man. I haven't freestyled in a minute. Go check out that Urban Thermodynamics, man. It's a good album, bro. It's a good album. I like that album. I listened to Common. I listened to that Common album, The Dreamer, comma The Believer. So it's Dreamer and The Believer, right? That was a good album. That was a really good album. It was a surprising album. I think it was after it came out, like a year or two later after he like won. I think he won an Oscar, and he was really spitting on that album. Like I gave that album like a 4 mic rating. Yeah, I totally hijacked like the Source mic rating because that's just the nostalgia in me. But that album got a solid like 4 mics. It was a good album. It's like a really good album. Common is really spitting on that album. I ain't gonna front though. It was kind of from Common. It was kind of vulgar. He definitely got a little vulgar on the album. And I was just like, okay, Common, you a little. I shouldn't say vulgar, right? Right. His language was a little more harsh, and I felt like, just in my opinion, I felt like he was trying to like let his hip hop listeners know and the fans know that, hey, this Grammy don't define me. I'm still Chicago. I'm not Hollywood. I'm still Chicago. And I don't know. I'll dig deeper into that to see his motivation behind that album. But it was a good album nonetheless. It was a really good album, and I enjoyed it. So shout out to Common. I really wish I could play some of these songs and some of these albums that I like. I'm finding out slowly but surely that you can't do that, or they will block your whatever, your live or whatever. I ain't know that. So that's where I'm at, So, but that album, that song has some really good. The album has some really good songs on it. Blue Sky is a really good song that's on there. Um, Another song that Common did that I really like is called Black Maybe. I don't even know what project that's on, but it's a really good song. Another song he did I like is called Music, which is off Electric Circus. Common got a lot of like flack for that album when it came out, but I firmly believe if he came out with that album now, people would lose their mind and would be like really appreciative and accepting of that album. But when it came out, people was like, nah, the world wasn't ready for that. You know, the world wasn't ready for that. So I don't know. I'm gonna still go down the Common rabbit hole and see what music I find of his, cause I'm really into like discographies. That's how I found the Urban Thermodynamic album, Manifest Destiny. Um, I was just like, what can I listen to that I haven't listened to before? I typed in Most Def. He's always got good stuff, in my opinion, or entertaining or whatever. And I was like, oh, I've never heard I've never heard of this album. I've never heard the album, heard the group, never heard the album. And I was just thoroughly happy, thoroughly enjoyed. Not one single complaint whatsoever about that album. I take that back. I do take that back. My only complaint, my only critique about that album is a lot of the hooks sound the same. Not this, the message isn't the same. The message isn't the same, but the structure of the hooks are the same. So, more than I want, right? More than I want them to be, right? So that's my only critique of the album. In my opinion, the album is a solid 4, Mike. Uh, just based on how it makes me feel, I know giving it a 4.5 might be a little generous. I know there are hip hop listeners that would be like, yo, that joint is like a 3.5, a 3. But to me, the album's a solid 4, like a solid 4. If you change those hooks around, some of those hooks, and readjust some of those hooks, I think it would be great. A great album for most listeners, right? But if we're just dealing with me personally, the album's a solid 4. I enjoyed it. I feel like Seth and Most really shined, but like Seth really, like, in my opinion, crushed it. And it's sad because I heard a couple solo joints and I just thought they were okay, right? I just thought they were okay. But when on this album, it's like she did well, which is like kind of like the idea, right? That, and I'm not saying this about her, but I know, right? There's some artists who just do better in groups. There are just some artists who do better in ensembles and things of that nature, right? You know, because sometimes it's a different ballpark when you're carrying a whole song or a whole album versus if you're in a group of 3 and you're only responsible for 16 bars and other inputs and things of that nature, but not necessarily the whole song. So that's kind of that's not my take on her, but I think that sometimes artists do better in groups, you know, as opposed to, you know, if we're staying on the subject of Most Def, Black Star was an amazing album. The first album's an amazing album. I still have my opinion. I still have a weird opinion on the second Black Star album. I don't know, man. I'm a little weird on. I'm not too sure about that one yet. I owe that another listen. I owe that one another listen. But the Black Star album was a great album. But kind of just to contradict what I said, not to contradict what I said, but Most Def had an amazing solo career, and so did Talib Kweli. You know, so they're they are, you know, the opposite of what I was saying in terms of just rap artists shining, doing better outside of the group or doing just as good as the group. Because Black Star was a great album, but they both had bigger careers than the Black Star album. And that makes sense because Black Star wasn't a group. It's not a group, you know, it's just two friends who came together to do an album. You know, that's why it says Mos Def and Black and Talib Kweli. So Black Star was never a group, it was just two homies doing an album. You know, so that's kind of cool. And they went on to do great things individually. You know, Talib Kweli had made great music. He had the album Quality. That was, I thought, was phenomenal. I do think the source gave him like a 4.5 for that album. But to me, that was probably like, it was 4.5. And I was just like, it was a good album. It was a good album, really good. Yeah. No skips, very few. I can't think of any skips on that album. Yeah, once you fall deep into that, once you fall into that album, it's an amazing album. Real good piece of work right there. I took some ideas from that album. Even the Common album, The Dreamer and the Believer. Like, I took some ideas and some concepts from that album. Ways that I should approach songs and stuff like that. Like, I don't need to rap on every hook, you know? Like, it's okay to get a singer. And I've never really gotten singers before. I've worked with singers in other groups, but never really, like, done it on my own stuff. So that's kind of cool, you know? Just dealing with that type of energy and whatnot, you know? Let's see what other beats I got here. I got a lot of beats from A Man Unknown. They're all old joints though. This Bama, I've been trying to get. It's hard for me to get new beats from that dude right now. He's in a different world. Let's see what this is. These are old beats. Yeah. That's nasty. Said I rap, we are rapping, still here, yeah. I might write something to this. I like give it to him like he wasn't expecting. Woo! I got so many. So many. Dudes ain't messing with my boy Unknown. I promise you he's the greatest. Oh. 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 This is a beat that's from my upcoming album. I take that back. It's not necessarily from my upcoming album. It's just like a joint I wrote to, and I was like, yo, this might go to the album. And iTunes just threw it on there, but I think the beat is dope, so we'll play it. So it's not from the album. It's a part of a batch that I wrote to. That it might go to the album, might got not. I don't know. I like the hook on the song, but I don't really like the lyrics. I like the first verse. I think the first verse is fly. I think the second verse is blah, and I think the third verse is the bridge is but the rest of it is good. The hook though is solid though. The hook is solid. So we'll see what's going on. But let's start it over though. Let's start it over. Yeah. I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with that. Woo! I love it. I like that. Bad breaking, dream chasing, Mark 5 speed, wasted out, out, just keep playing. Oh, I love this beat so much. This beat is crazy to me, bro. Yeah, man. I wrote this song about my mom, bro. This song is about my mom. Now, I don't get to see my mom. I don't see my mom that much, you know? Yeah. It's kind of cool, man. I need to visit my mom more, bro. Y'all should call y'all mom. Make sure, hey, if your mom's is alive, man, y'all should call your moms, bro. You should call your mom. Yeah. Yeah, you should call your moms, man. If you get a chance to. She's still living, man. Look at that. What's the Klonopin? From the dark to the light, from Job to Judas, every man got a plight. I done crashed a lot, but right now I'm taking flight and I'm still here. Someone tell my mama I'ma be alright. Yeah. Tell my mama I'ma be alright. Yeah, my mom worry about me a lot. Yeah. So the song is just me telling my mom I'm gonna be all right, you know, just telling her I'm gonna be all right. She be worrying about me a lot, so I just happened to write a song about that. Like I said, I like the first verse and I like the hook. Everything else is subject to a real hard rewrite. Like I'ma really probably rewrite most of that song. Not really sure what is going to be next here. Is this the instrumental? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? I rapped the song on my set. Yeah. Yeah, the way I feel is something like Martin in the March. Black man, black fish radiating through the dark. Never pensive when I walk, the vibrations are sharp. Got me embracing the thought of doing something much larger. Let's make the people smarter, faster, better. No need to fear the big bad beast in his Beretta. Nah, pedal to the metal, gotta do it, never let up. You gotta see light through the drugs and eviction letters. It's getting better, the glass is less empty, more full. High school league leaders look less cool. I stare at hate in the face like let's do. Only a big dummy think that I respect cool. Solar mountains in the building. Rollo must be chillin'. I'm in the bad building on way. Door, let him in, homie. What you think I brought the flame for? I love it. Some folks feel it when they touch it. Recognize for those who spill sweat by the buckets. This moment's all they got, show nothing they don't got. So I burn Master's land and jangle the whole spot. Misery, sledgehammer ankles and all. They won't get to me. These fish clenched, ready to brawl. More trickery, the mystery. No right on the wall. They call it history. Then instantly rearranging it all so slippery. You gotta watch close, even the high depths, to see the funny things that they do and clever side steps. Even out in beasts posted on my step, looking at my house, acting so foul. But who's that peeking at my window? Loud. I'm the new train you slayed or nothing on the prowl. Riding luck dragons, now these dudes want my style. Rest in peace to Artex, now who know what that's about? I love it. Some folks feel it when they touch it. Recognize for those who spill sweat by the buckets. This moment's all they got, so nothing they don't got. So I burn Master's land and jangle the whole spot. If I shine bright and you shine bright, together we can reign supreme with good light. Snap the devil's neck, lay him down, good night. This is synergy, hater. Let me show you what it looks like. Yeah, I wrote that at my grandma's house. I wrote that at my grandma's house. I write everything at my grandma's house, though. I write everything at my grandma's house, though. So who knows? Who knows? I'm telling you. Flex Mathews lay dig in lay crates. Dig in the crates, dig in the crates, dig in the crates. What else we got here? Man. I want to give a big shout out to my boy Ed the Metaphysical. I want to say big rest in peace to my boy Ed the Metaphysical. He was a real good guy, a real good friend of mine. As I'm going through my hard drive and going through these thumb drives that are pretty much ancient history to me, mean nothing to y'all, but to me it's ancient history. I see things that I did with him, like music, right? Music, and just it took me back to a place for a second there. He's a good friend of mine, man. Ed the Metaphysical. I did so much stuff with him. You know, we were supposed to work on a gospel rap album. And he was like, yo, if you do a gospel rap album, I'll quit smoking. And I was like, all right. But I just wasn't a fast writer at that time. And my focus on music was not primarily music per se, you know? What's going on with this? I gotta cut that, because that's crazy. That's like bothering me, right? I need to go, you know what? I'm gonna go to the barbershop, because this is insane. This is insane. This is like a real, almost beard kind of thing going on here. This is past the level of goatee. I might gotta clip the, yeah, we gotta go to the barber shop. I'm looking real shaggy. Yeah, I need to do that. In fact, one of the students at Words, Beats, and Life, I ain't gonna say her name, they was in the, I was taking photos of the art that they were making in the, I think it was the makeup class. That's a makeup class, a face design class, face painting class. And they have like little mirrors. They have like mirrors with lights on it. And I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. I was like, yo, I need to go to the barber shop. And she said, boy, you way past that. You should have been at the barber shop. I'm like, all right, say less. Say less. I hear what you're saying. You know, young people be the most honest. Young people are the most honest. And I was like, yo, I need to do something with that. So who knows, tomorrow I might, it ain't my fault though. My barber moved though. My barber moved, and I don't know where he moved. I can't find him. I was just like, yo, he didn't send me no message. It ain't like him and I was friends like that. He didn't even speak good English like that. But I sat down in his chair and he knew what I needed. And I never had no complaints about his haircuts whatsoever. No complaints. Even though him and I didn't have the best language, there was a language barrier, didn't matter. For that moment, when I sat down in that chair, him and I were in sync, you know? And I paid him, I tipped him well, paid him, tipped him well, because he deserved it. He gave me great haircuts every time. And now I don't know where that Bama went, man. That Bama done moved, and the hair salon he was cutting it is gone. So I gotta find a new barber, you know. So if anybody knows somebody who got a good barber, let your boy know. So yeah, I need to get a haircut. Or I was going to dye my hair. I was telling one student I was going to dye my hair. She said, what color? I said, I don't know, yellow or blue or green or one of those. I told her, like, because I'm 44, right? I turned 45 this year. And in my brain, I'm like, yo, 50 gonna be, I'm gonna be turning 50 years old before I know it. And in my brain, I'm like, I can't be 50 years old dyeing my hair. That's gonna be wild. So I'm like, yo, I probably need to dye my hair sooner than later. You know, I need to figure that out, you know? So who knows? But that's my time, people. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna go eat some grapes. I got some grapes at home. I don't know how y'all feel about grapes, but I've been making a lot of smoothies, you know, like what I've been making. It's like grape and lemon and strawberry smoothie. It's really good. It's really good. It's not, but I can't find seeded grapes though, man. It's tough, man. I don't like not finding seeded grapes, you know. So here, who knows? I got a whole bunch going on here. There's just so much music going on. Yeah, this is a good time right here. I don't even know what half these folders have. I haven't been in this in so long. But I love it though. Bonus joints. Oh, I haven't listened to that in forever. I'll play y'all one more instrumental. I don't even know who that is. Let me see. Hello? Yeah, I'm live. It was only supposed to be 30 minutes? I thought it was supposed to be an hour. Oh, well, let me... All right, well, I will get off this live and I will come holler at you. All right, peace. Well, this live was only supposed to be 30 minutes. I was going to go for another 10 minutes. So that was my boss. He was like, yo, come holler at me. And so I'm like, all right. But I'm going to play one more beat, though. I'm going to play one more beat, though. Hold on for a second. Let's see. What else do I got in here? Okay. I'm going to play one more beat. Let's play one I haven't heard in a long time. I don't know what this is. Let's see what this is. I don't know what this is. Play one more. All right. rider, metro name rider. Rome and Monopoly, roll my game tighter. New era aim glider over my city, we flame lighters. Sugar Ray Robert, surprise fighter. I'm not a 9 to 5 boy, I'm in another league. World Series at the level I bleed, so what it be? It gotta be a day worth more than 20 O's. Bring it all together, minus the glue, then let it go. James Brown for the big payback, I got soul. Jellyfish rappers never stand, they only fold. Cardboard, they name is hard for they banquet. No hard for the anguish. Street talk, my language. I'm turning trilingual when my money get official. Peligro, El Negro, the black superhero. Flex Mathews, don't rock for the zero. In the city where they snatch a gold chain like Depot. Oh yeah, I'ma steal this beat from my man. I got to. I'ma take this one. Alright, man. Alright. Y'all be cool. My name is Flex Mathews. Show is called SAYSFLEX. Shout out to Word Beats in Life. Make sure you click subscribe and follow. We got a really cool festival coming up called DMV Made this Saturday. If you want to donate to it, please, you can do that too. Or you want to reserve your tickets, you can do that too. It's on the mall in Washington, D.C. Slide through. It's going to be an all-day event, family stuff, live music, dope music, go-go music, food trucks, vendors, merchandise, the whole deal. You're going to have a good time, I promise. Y'all take care of yourselves. God bless. God bless. God bless. One love.